matchup for you here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here we go. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
2nd and 3. Burrow. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at 3rd down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they go play action now. Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And some space here. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. for as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there, how about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Go.
Burrow on play action. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Here's Mahomes to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. They fake the give, now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He's got the first down and more. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Rolling to his left. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want, because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense humming here in the early going.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's going to have his running back. It's and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
11.
They begin with a run by Mixon. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. It'll be a 9-yard gain that time, and it'll also be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Here we go. 12.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
He'll get this down to the 38. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Hey, Ridley! Yellow!
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Throwing now is Mahomes. Connection made on the out route to Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. These two teams, the Bengals and Chiefs, they met twice a year ago, and it was the young Bengals prevailing both times. The first, Week 17 in Cincinnati. The Bengals coming through in overtime 34-31. And then, of course, the AFC title game, the big one. The Chiefs up 21-3 at one point. The Bengals charge back. They win at 27-24 and punch their ticket to Super Bowl 56. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. And now here's another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Yellow.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And this one's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
11 coming.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He's got Hurst, his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
11.
Now Burrow on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick six, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. And now here is another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
On 2, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers. And my goodness, another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
Now Burrow loses the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And first and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. And they'll run again. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. Throw left side complete to Chase. And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Mixon. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to claw one back. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and a couple. Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They'll give it to Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bengals take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mahomes now to throw. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 62 yards. And the Chiefs get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get it. And after that last touchdown, I'll bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
He's going to take another shot here. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase, 41 yards. And the Bengals are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work. If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Hey, 43, 15.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Chiefs on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 50 yards. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Hayden Hurst, 54 yards. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And looky there, Charles, just acquired, already making an impact on the defensive side of the football.
Maybe not a superstar, but he does a few things well, and I think they'll emphasize that in his new role with this team.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's got his man, that's Hardman. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Chiefs are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. To throw again on second down. Mahomes, no hesitations. They go right back to Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
15.
Right back to him on first down. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ready?
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line.
11 MT.
This is Mixon on the draw. He'll take this to the 46. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get your reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. play action. And my goodness, another interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Butker now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. And it's caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by Butker is on target. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
11 coming.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs will take over possession here up at the 44. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the 1st down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Yellow. Yellow.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
Here we go.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
12.
A final shot now for Burrow. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, I can't remember a